fuck is that?
Things just got a little carried away last night. Nothing more than catching up with an old friend.
Seems like more than catching up. To me, you have a black eye. A couple of old mysterious men having slumber parties? Shit's obvious, dude.
What's obvious?
You are fucking man. Y'all are hanging out here being rough with each other like grizzly bears doing donkey punches.
Okay.
Tussling each other, getting each other hard.
Beauty! Oh, wash your mouth out with soap.
Daddy, that man is not cute. Call me crazy. I always hoped if you were gonna yank a pole, it'd be somebody hot, like a Patrick Stewart type.
Communion After Dark.
am nothing. I am nothing. I am nothing. I'm alone, like you, like you. I'm the pain in your eyes. I am sickness in disguise. I am nothing. I am nothing. Nothing. I am nothing. I am nothing. Nothing.
Here with words, so break the spell.
barely words to you are praying. So got my life out of the hell I'm trapped in and bound to the ground. Help me out. Your whisper's the sweetest sound.
Welcome back to Community After Dark. This is Winters. Happy Memorial Day if you're in the U.S. Today is a day to remember all of the soldiers fallen. And so wanted to do a shout out for Memorial Day. And today is May 26th, Monday. And this is Winters. And you just heard my set. And the last song you heard is Fictional, Your Whisper, which is the new single that came out that features Christian Schottstaedt. And this is the AMP mix. And they are, of course, on Repo Records. You can pick that up on Apple Music or wherever you buy music. I don't think that one is on Bandcamp. And before that, played Matt Black out of the US. And this is Pupula Duplex. And this is the Implode mix. And they were on their own label, Matt Black Records. This is a single that you can pick up. It's kind of slower. I liked it. I hope you liked it too. And before that, I played Fermion out of the US. And this is the song Impetus. And this is the Divider remix. And they are on Remission Entertainment. You can pick this up on Bandcamp. And just like EBM project that I like. So I like this remix, so I hope you like it too.
Okay, the fourth track we heard was by General Dynamics from Germany with a song called Something Unnatural. And this is from their release called Where Animals Play on X Image. Mm-hmm. Record label.
And General Dynamics is a side project of Saren and Qual. So it's their industrial EBM project.
All right. So let's see here. Oh, Qual's in that band?
Yeah, it's Saren and Qual.
Oh, that's the band.
That's their
huh?
project together. I've played them before on the show.
I didn't know that. That's
this
interesting.
This is their new album.
And that's the dude from Lebanon, Hanover. That's like completely different from Lebanon, Hanover, obviously. All right, yep. Third track that Winters play was by Freaky Mind out of Russia. They have a brand new single out called No Interest. It's on Dark Tunes Music Group. Good stuff. Dancey. Very dancey.
Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of Freaky Mind.
Yeah, they've been putting on some good dance stuff.
Mm-hmm. And the second song in my set is Spire Circle out of the UK. And this is a song Implication. It's a single that is self-released that you can pick up on Bandcamp. Spire Circle has changed their sound a lot to be more aggressive, industrial. What do you call that? What do you call that? The like Hosiko and stuff. What do they call that again? I'm not good with labels.
I mean, their label or the sound of music?
No, like the sound. Like they label the bands as like, what is it? Industrial, EBM.
Yeah, Electro.
There we go.
Yeah, not EBM. Yeah, no.
Harsh Electro is what I was looking for. So he's kind of turned his sound a little bit to that, and I freaking love that. I love it when there's screaming vocals and good lyrics. And I started everything off with Aesthetic Perfection out of Austria, and this is the song Architect, which is on the Closer to Human album that is not released yet. It's coming out. I didn't put the date in. I'll put it in there so you can see. And this is on his own label, Close to Human Music. This album is kind of like a redo of the original album that was Close to Human. And that was my favorite album. That was the first album. And oddly enough, those songs were leaked. I don't know if you remember Paradise. Those songs were leaked as well as Necessary Response before the album actually came out. Do you remember that? You guys were playing them at the club.
I remember that.
Before they were released. And then the album came out, and a lot of the songs sounded completely different than what was leaked. But I fell in love with the album. The album was way more hard-hitting, and he's kind of redoing a lot of those songs on this upcoming album. And I like what he's doing with it, because he's more manicured now. He's been around for a minute. He's not brand new with a project, so it's interesting.
All right. Oh, by the way, though, now so there's a perfect example. People get on me when we put VMV Nation Germany. Spec Perfection, he's technically from
the U.S.
He's not
California.
He's not Austrian. He just moved there.
He moved there. That is correct. But I don't know. What do we put? Do we put where he is now? Because he puts.
Well, that's why I always
on his music that it's Austria. So I figure we put whatever the artist puts now.
That's what exactly.
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, all right. So, what is it? Shot of the week time.
I was friends with him on Live Journal.
I remember that. All right, let's do it.
All right, shot of the week time. I am doing a pickle shot, my favorite.
All right, I got an amaretto shot.
And I'm having a shot of Xing Xing Ha.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now drink your drink.
Ugh, that was good.
I love pickles.
Gross.
Pickles.
Absolutely gross. Pickles.
Cool.
Hey, thanks to Bridget Bratt for sending her shot picture. Yeah, it was in that. I think it was in our. I don't know. We received the pictures. I'm not sure which spot it was in, but thank you, Bridget. Thank you for participating in the shot of the week. And thanks to all the donors again who continue to support us. Cheers to you. Let's go ahead and go over the monthly donors.
And the shot was also in honor of all the fallen soldiers, in honor of Memorial Day.
You sure we should be doing alcohol for that, though?
I don't know.
I mean, but isn't
that what people do though? Sometimes when people pass away, everybody does like a shot in their honor.
No,
I guess it's true.
You pour it out.
That's true. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, monthly donors: Adam Salmon, Timothy Feely, brand new monthly donor, Jay Ostrander, who is from Tampa. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Very cool of him. And he reminds me so much of John Agar. I know Jay.
Really?
They're really good friends, so maybe they just have learned from each other over the years. I don't know. Kalani Robinson, Evan Wajinga, Kat, Christopher Starr, Lance Cooley, the Mad Professor, Lawrence Fay, Ross Martinez, Andres Mirzek, Matt Stovall, Pamela Gelino, Jacob Walsh, Scott Mack from Tampa, Jens R. Munson, Andrew Bateman, and that is everybody. Thank you all for being monthly donors to our show. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
As we've mentioned before, if you would like to be a one-time donor, you have that option as well. All you have to do is go to communityafterdark.com, and there are donate buttons on there. But thank you to all the monthly donors. We appreciate you, and thanks, Jay, for joining us. It is much appreciated. Yeah, so there's that. And Winters, didn't you have information you were going to give out, like about the? I know you've been receiving some cover model photos.
I have. I've received quite a few entries, a lot actually, and I just wanted to announce I love that you guys are sending entries and everything. Keep doing that, but I just wanted to share that the stipulus is that we need them to be a certain pixel ratio, so kind of like a high def type picture, only for the graphic designer that puts the flyers together. Because what happens is it ends up looking blurry if it's too tiny of an image or the pixel ratio isn't what it should be. and preferably like a torso up, because just the way that the graphics are. I have responded to those that have submitted the photos that didn't really make it for those aspects, just to take some more photos to where you fit those ratios, or maybe have someone do a photo shoot of you, so the picture is crystal clear for us to be able to use it. So like selfies and up close photos and stuff like that isn't going to work, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Well, and you can continue submitting them. Winters has her email, which she gave out.
mw3036@gmail.com, and that's M as in Melissa, W as in Winters, 3036, my old address when I was a kid, @gmail.com.
Thank you to everybody who keeps participating in our show, our little show. We appreciate you. It's very kind of you.
That's funny you said that, because I had a model submission recently, and I said thank you for supporting our little show.
Yeah, very cool. No, it's awesome. All right, well, we're going to go to more music. I'm next with some songs, so come back for new VMV Nation.
This is Created After Dark Radio, and you are listening to DJ Paradise.
isn't goodbye, it isn't the end, if we should part. Impressions and traces remain inside like shining stars. One day I'll find you out on the waves of other oceans, looking for land, safe from the tempest of the seas, singing the song of the obsession of the stars. It isn't goodbye, it isn't the end, if we should part. Impressions and traces remain inside like shining stars. Across the years, watch the changing of the seasons. Looking for land, safe from the tempest near and far. Singing the songs to break the still warm other oceans. Looking for land under a watchful cloak of stars.
I want your body, I want your soul, I want your spirit, I grab it all. I push your ego, I do it quick. You think you're powerful, but I make you sick. My nature I can't hide, I'm the enemy inside. You are walking on thin ice, my intention evil, my appearance nice. You keep walking on thin ice, I will catch you on, I will drop you twice. I want your body, I want your soul, I take your freedom, I want control. You swallow the bait, and you want more. With anger, envy, and hate, I break your core. My nature I can't hide, I'm the enemy inside. You are walking on thin ice, my intention evil, my appearance nice. You keep walking on thin ice, I will catch
dich aus. Ich hoffe auf dich. Ich komm zu dir. Ich lebe für dich. Ich sterbe für dich. Meiner Seele. Spiel mit meinem Leben. Du hast mein Herz weggeworfen, deine falsche Welt. Du sagst, es sei das Paradies. Mein Leben ist eine Lüge. Du hast mir falsche Hoffnungen gemacht. Ich halte dich. Ich glaube an dich. Ich lebe für dich. Ich sterbe für dich. Du gibst mir Glauben. Du gibst mir den Tod. Meine Schwäche ausgenutzt. Deine falsche Welt, mit der du mich blind gemacht hast. Mein Leben ist eine Lüge.
frustration I have lived without. Every scar tells a story. Every tear a past regret. They no longer define me. Oh, I'm not left out in the rain. Life has treated me well, but I don't treat my life right. Stop the hurt I inflict, leave the past into the night. I'll break free from the chains, I'll go out and fight. Such a new day, find a light in my life. Life has treated me well, but I don't treat my life right. Stop the hurt I inflict, leave the past into the night. I'll break free from the chains, I'll go out and fight. Such a new day, find a light in my life. And join us on the cliff. Come here and join us on the cliffs. I'm out here again, walking up this path I walked so many times. Got the wind at my back, creeping under my
track to Community After Dark. I Am Paradise, by the way. And you just heard my set. That was the second music set of our show. So stick around. We got more music coming your way. The last song was by Modulo One. Modulo One is back. They are from Norway. Modulo One has a new single out called The Cliffs. This is the first single, I believe, in 3 years. So very cool to see Modulo One back making music. I've always enjoyed the stuff that they put out. Brand new digital single you can pick up, and it's available through Bandcamp. Yeah, go buy it. Listen to it and give them some love. The 6th track in my set was by No Control.
I think it's In Control.
In Control.
Yeah, I thought about it after last time, and I was like, it sounds more like In Control, like you're in control.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, because the way it's spelled is a little different, obviously. Mm-hmm. They are from Germany, and they have a few new singles out this year. The one I played was called Size the New Day. That's a digital single that is now available. So go give them some love. If you're into synthpop, I think you'll really enjoy this band. Again, they're more of a newer band that just popped up, I think, in the last 2 years or so. The 5th track in my set was by Bootblacks out of the U.S. They have a brand new album coming out, actually. The song I played off the new album is called Leipzig. Hey, that's where Tom's going. Mm-hmm. Leipzig, Germany. And that is featuring Oscar Karls on that track. So Oscar Karls joined Bootblacks for that song. That is on the brand new album called Paradise. What a wonderful name. And that is going to be on Artifact Records here in June, I believe, is going to be the release date for that. Early June. So check that out. There's like 4 tracks available now for pre-order if you pre-order the album, or if you just want to go buy them, they're available for purchase.
And the 4th song that Paradise played is Aesthetische out of Brazil. And this is the song Selling Fear. And this is the original version. And this is on the Selling Fear EP, which came out on Alpha Matrix. And you can, of course, pick that up on Bandcamp.
Let's see, the 3rd track we heard was by Hasswut from Spain. The song was called Deine Falsche Weit. Sorry. And that's off their new album called Sauerstoff on Negative Gain Productions.
Yeah, I translated it for our listeners as Deine Falsche Weit. That's the name of the song.
And what does that mean?
Falsche Weit. It means your false world.
Oh.
Hasswut, we actually started playing them on the show when they first, around the time I believe when they first put out their original album. Now they are, it's been a couple of years for sure since that happened. And they are now on Negative Gain, as Tom mentioned. So very cool that they're now signed to Negative Gain Productions. It's their first album on that label. If you're into guitar, like the metal type industrial with EBM elements or electronic elements, this is a band that you definitely should check out.
And they're out of Spain, and they did a song in German.
Yep, they are out of Spain. Yeah, I know, and the song's in. Yeah, I know. I don't know. That I don't know. I don't know, but they are out of Spain. Yes. All right, and the 2nd track in my set was by Rotoskop out of Germany with the song Body, Spirit, Soul. It's a brand new digital single on Infactor Recordings. And I started off with brand new V&V Nation, who are originally from Ireland. Ronan is, now lives in Germany. The song that I played off the new album, Construct, that's the new album, was On Other Oceans. And that's on Anachrom Studios. I really like that track, particularly, but the whole album is a good journey to listen and just play it from front to back. V&V keeps tearing down the walls with their great music. Great stuff, always.
I know. I was all in a harsh electro thing, and I forgot.
Oh! I just forgot about V&V.
I was all into my screaming music. And
oh, no. How can you forget about V&V? But no,
I just forgot there was a whole new album just because I was like all into the whole,
Yeah. Good stuff for sure. I've seen a lot of comments on our, just people commenting on our show about the new VMV, and it seems like everybody is in agreement.
Even the slow songs on that are really good. Like the lyrics are just amazing. It's like, it's crazy to me. How does Ronan do it?
I don't know.
It's
Gold,
like Mary.
how does he do it, Gold?
It's like Mary said. Like, there's a point when you're an artist and you don't have anything like traumatic to sing about, but he's still just this uplifting. It's like, yeah.
Gold knows Ronan pretty well. What do you think about the new album, Pressed?
Yeah, it's really good. You got this album, which is on the light side, and then he told me wait till you hear the next one.
Next one? Okay. Will that be coming out? Well, you probably don't know when that would come out, I assume.
I think it's like August, August, September, the latest.
Of this year?
Yeah, he's putting out 2 albums this year.
Oh, wow. I had that. I did not know. Hey, that's good news.
It's Construct, and the next one's Destruct.
Oh, okay. Very cool. See, we learned something new on the show. I did not know that. So that's pretty cool. And that's
this is like a really pretty album. So like I'm wondering if Destruct is going to be more.
Yeah, this is the happy album.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. That makes sense.
Well, that's something to look forward to later in the year. That's pretty awesome. And I'm sure he's going on a world tour as well at some point this year. Isn't he going like to Europe? Like he's starting in Europe with that tour with that dude that was in that was in Quentin Tarantino films.
Straight Razor. That's finished. That's wrapped up.
That's done already.
Oh, that's already done.
Yeah, he did 40 dates or something like that.
Holy crap! Wow, that's. Well, I'm sure then there's a U.S. tour in the works. I don't know if it's coming this year or not, but I'm sure that's in the works sooner or later. So that's something to look forward to. Maybe 2026 for that. But there you go. There's my set. Hope you enjoyed it. Some cool new stuff, and check out the bands I mentioned that have the upcoming albums as well. All right, let's go ahead and read a few comments here. This is Gold's last week with us for a handful of weeks. Next week we got Dave Montoya. DJ Dave will be joining us to give to replace Tom for the week.
And remember, if you are going to the Treffen, I want to say it is June 5th, Thursday. He will be DJing Darkflower.
That's right.
Go
in
see
Leipzig,
him.
just like Blvck sang about Leipzig. All right, comments. Serpent Doves 6964 said Serpent Dove does the medals when the person comments, and Serpent Dove said Chaos Tamed was the gold from last week. That was the song I played, and that was this track Sacrifice. The track that Gold played, which was by Sven Falnix featuring Miss Suicide, won the silver, and that was the song Adamant. And then Winters got bronze for the Shad Shadows track which is called Wrong Rain. So those were Serpent Dove's favorite tracks last week. Filthy said, thank you again for the great music. Fingers crossed my VMV Nation CD arrives before the postal strike in Canada.
Oh no.
Yeah, ain't good. I really enjoyed Softane. It's always nice to find a new project to follow. Cheers. And then he said, drinks vodka shot. Good job, Filthy. I like that. Nice. Makozika said, My Love Kills Converto. Never heard of them. Such a great experience. That's awesome. Very cool to know that we're still turning people on to new music on the show. That was originally why we started this show many ages ago, and I think maybe that's gotten lost in the translation over the years, but it's really cool to know we still people still find some new music from the show. And Bridget Bratt, who we mentioned earlier, said Mari is so cool. This was from the previous show. Another week of CAD, another successful reset. Thank you, Bridget. Again, very cool. And I'm glad you enjoyed Mari. She was a great guest, no doubt. So, Gold's next, right, with more music?
Community After Dark Radio, and you are listening to DJ Gold.
Go.
you wanna keep your boy on the leash, the strategy is catch and release. If you wanna keep your boy on the leash, the strategy is catch and release. Catch, 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 catch. Release is coming back, 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 back. To me, you gotta catch, 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 catch. Release is coming back, 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 back. To me. If you wanna keep your freak, let me teach you the technique. 3, 2, 1. If you wanna keep your If you wanna keep your If you wanna keep your
sun starts shining brighter. The spring has come to warm you up once more. But you keep staring into your broken mirror. It's all too late. You're empty deep inside. So empty is your room. So empty is your life. The plastic flowers bloom would be much more alive. A hollow broken heart. You walk the empty streets, and all you've ever had is lost in empty dreams. Trying to defend what you cannot match. Try not to forget yourself. So empty is your room. So empty is your life. The plastic flowers bloom would be much more alive. A hollow broken heart. You walk the empty streets, and all you've ever had is lost in empty dreams. Is your room. So empty is your life. The plastic flowers bloom would be much more alive. A hollow broken heart. You walk the empty streets, and all you've ever had is lost in empty dreams. And I feel we're getting nowhere. What if Jesus doesn't care? Sometimes I feel the hate of God. Sometimes I feel that things do not work out according to His plan. Time to shut down the project, man. What if the prophecies were true? What if our time was overdue? Do we deserve a second chance to make this planet good again? We travel down this road forever, and I feel we're getting nowhere. The cross hangs from the rearview mirror. What if Jesus doesn't care? Do we not mind at all?
Welcome back to Community After Dark. I'm DJ Tom. You just heard my set, and the last track you heard was brand new Be Born Baton from Germany with the song called Anorexic World. And that was the Oren Amram Club remix, and this is coming from their brand new Stars Remixed EP out on Dependent Records. It's up for pre-order. Grab it. Prior to that, we heard Mental Discipline from Russia with a song called Empty featuring Vegan, and the song was called Nothing to Die For, and that's from the that's the song was called Empty featuring Vegan, and that's on the Nothing to Die For the remixes, which you can get on Skycode Records. Prior to that, we heard brand new Golvos from Germany with a song called Lord of the Game, and that's the Rob Dust remix as a digital single on Bandcamp.
All right, the third song that Gold played is Patriarchy out of the US. And this is Boy on a Leash. This is a digital single that you can get on Bandcamp.
That band's interesting to say the least. They have a very cool looking video out for that song.
I know they do. Mike and I watched it the other night.
Very interesting. Cool band though. I wouldn't mind checking them out live one of these days.
They're playing Big ET this year.
Are they?
Oh,
That's
nice,
cool.
nice.
Maybe. Yeah. You have to let us know what bands you see if you end up seeing them. I know you can't see every single band that plays, but yeah, let us know. Second track, Gold Play, was by Dracos out of Brooklyn, New York, or out of the U.S. Dracos is what part of what band was he in? FGFC 8200, right?
Yep.
He's got
so
new
sweet.
stuff now. It looks like all his own without Rex. And the song Gold Play is called Hard to Find. That's on Electronic Saviors Volume 7 Reunion. And that is on... No, isn't that on Distortion Productions? They're the ones who put out the Electronic Saviors.
Well, Metropolis Records distributed it. It's on...
Oh, they distributed it for Distortion. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, cool. I haven't heard this, so it's pretty interesting that he's done something on his own.
He's such a sweetheart. He looks so big and mean, but he's such a sweetheart.
Then I started off with brand new Spank the Nun from the US with a song called Head and Body, the Cup and Corper version, out as a digital single on Bandcamp.
Nice.
I know.
All
I
right.
feel like we all have like lots of dancey tracks in here.
Lots of new stuff. Lots of new music.
Mm-hmm.
Music to fill your ears for. All right. It's the last show of the month. Usually, last show of the month, we've been trying to give out some recommendations on music that we've been listening to for the month. I don't know if anybody's got any thoughts on what they've been listening to. Obviously, the new VMV Nation, we could just throw that out there. You can go buy the new VMV Nation. Construct's great. Anybody else got recommendations?
I'm going to my Apple Music. You just like totally...
I took the easy one.
You
Gold's
totally
gotta have some.
sidetracked me with that.
Let's see
I've
from
been... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I had to go like just to pull up my iTunes really quick because I got sidetracked. What is that? I don't know. Damien Hirst came out with a new album called Trash Factory. I haven't really played a lot off of it because it didn't really fit my sets, but Damien Hirst is an artist that I do listen on repeat. He is kind of, EBM, electro punk. So it's kind of screamy, dancey, got the lyrical value. And so I've been kind of listening to that new album this month.
I know you mentioned that you really enjoyed the Fictional single as well.
Oh, of course. That I was anticipating and waiting, longing. But you're saying albums, so it would be...
Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever music you're listening to.
Yeah. Oh, so it would be Damien Hirst. Obviously, I've been listening to the new Shadows, and Tony Madavi came out with a new album. Then there's Oliver DeCrow released a remix album that I like a lot as well.
Cool. Gold, do you have any you wanted to share?
Out of the stack that I got recently, I'm listening to Electronic Saviors, Andy Bell's new album called 10 Crowns.
Cool.
It comes autographed. Duophonic Noise.
That's a good recommendation.
Yeah, it is.
New Peter Murphy.
The new Peter Murphy's really good.
And actually, there's a really cool new Wang Chung that's out.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Wow.
There's a name from the past. Wang Chung.
Yeah, very eclectic. That's a
Wang
very
Chung
eclectic. I like that. I like that Tom doesn't listen to like one thing.
No, he's got a bunch of different stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
What about the new Rommel stuff, Tom?
I haven't had a chance to check that out yet.
I was just curious because I know you've.
I might pick it up on my trip. I'll see how much room I got.
Yeah, but there's some good stuff that's come out, and like we mentioned last week, that new My Love Kills is out, which is excellent as well. So if you're a fan of their previous work, definitely check that out. I that's highly recommend. But I like the duophonic noise construct because that's an excellent release, really good. But there is some thoughts on that, and then Winters had some comments she was going to read.
These are comments that have been handpicked for me by Paradise.
Yes.
David Munoz said, "This episode of CAD is brought to you by Weed and James Bond villains. I wonder if that is how Winters comes up with all of your creative names." Faves this week were Duophonic Noise Construct and BD More Chewy from Paradise's set, Fractile from Gold set, and South Vein from Winter's set. Cheers, guys. The Wasteland Wizard said, "Love every time Ronan and company give us new anthems to fight against the imminent demise of humanity. Gonna carry those torches into the dark. Another great week. Thanks for the noise."
You may want to leave this other one for when we come back from your last song. It's a long one.
I can read it. It's my last comment.
Okay.
Anthony Pray the Rosary said, "I was bewildered with wonderment, and I danced to one song, and I waved my hands on the couch. There's a place called the Black Box, but I don't think I need to go there. Used to be Onyx, named of my 2016 and now 14-year-old cat. My cat's 14. Cat, then Bender's Tavern and Black Box. Why be dependent on rides from a female again, and then get not called goth by some dude at a theater or Facebook years ago saying don't go out because my sibling didn't wear all black or wasn't gothed up. Why go out when I can get a good night's sleep? I used to be on prescriptive stimulants and a brain injury. I've been listening in mornings each week. I love this Gothic radio station so much. One time it wasn't so amazing one time, but it helped me waste time in a great good way."
I'm not.
That all.
I think that seems like a very nice comment. I'm not really.
It seems like a nice comment. My cat's 14. His name's Amoy.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Anthony. Because I mean that's a very long comment, but it's very nice and very thought out, and sounds like he's had some tough times. So we appreciate you listening to our show, and we hope it's helped. I mean, in any way that it has, whatever that has done for you. It means a lot to know that, because it sounds like you had a brain injury, according to this, right? I guess I'm trying to understand the whole comment, but that's what it sounded like. All right, Winters, you're done.
Gold.
Oh, you got a song. Oh,
Gold has a song.
Gold has last song. Gold.
What are you drinking?
Pineapple. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
See, my last song is by Gatorhead. The song is called New Noise, and this is a brand new digital single you can get on his Patreon.
Fade ahead. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Kick, bass, clap at. Kick, bass, clap at. Kick, bass, clap at. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Noise. Noise. No noise. 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 Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Kick, bass, clap at noise. Kick, bass, clap at noise. Kick, bass, clap at noise. Kick, bass, clap at playback. I want that beat. Noise. I want that beat. Noise. No noise. Noise. I want that beat. Noise. No noise.
All right, welcome back to Community After Dark. That was brand new Faderhead, which I don't think is available to everybody in the public. So Gold has been kind enough to share that with us, and now you can hear it.
Well, and
'Cause
go
you have to
see
be a-
his Patreon because you get all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff when you do that from Sammy.
Yeah, you have to be a member of his Patreon to hear all these songs, right? He puts one out doesn't he do it every month, Tom? On
Yeah,
there, or no?
you get an exclusive song every month, so it's completely worth the money.
Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, Gold, you got some comments on there if you want to read them.
Let's see. Kaiju Johnny comments, my favorites this week are Dancing Plague, Luminance, Shad Shadows, Fictional, Female Nation, My Love Kills, Star Crusaders, and Peter Murphy. Cheers, Cad. And let's see, Sephira, I guess Sephiroth 8480 says, saw Mari live at Cat's Fixation, R.I.P. Cat, in Detroit a couple of weeks ago. Can't encourage enough folks to see her perform enough. I felt like you could really tell how much she was having fun, and overall it was indeed a blast. See, Lola Grace 4791 comments, speaking of Fresca, try this mix. Fresca and Captain Morgan's Spice Rum. Tastes like cream soda. Sounds like it. If you mix it correctly. Love hearing new music from bands I didn't know existed. Love hearing music from those I adore. BNB Nation, thanks. Cheers from Canada.
Nice.
Very cool. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for commenting. Again, leave us some comments on our YouTube page. It helps a lot with the algorithms if you're commenting. I know not everybody wants to comment, but we have a large amount of people who listen, and we could use some more comments for sure. We don't get enough. I can honestly say that. We would love to have more comments to pick from, and then we may even read a few more. If you don't want your comment read, you can always tell us, "Hey, don't read my comment," because we will respect that.
If you don't want to leave a comment, you can just put a little poop emoji.
Yeah, there's the poop. Yep, you can do the poop emoji. That's
or just
true.
any emoji. It doesn't have to be a poop emoji, but
no, it can be anything. That's still a comment. Yeah, it's still a comment. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do.
It's any of the emojis we don't usually read because there's really no way to read those.
So, well, thanks to everybody again. We hope you, I don't know when our next show is, but if you're going to the Treffen in Germany and you see Gold there, go say hi to him. He's DJing at Dark Flower again. I'm not even sure. Our next show might come out right around the time that, right before Dark Flower actually happens. I'm not positive on that. My thought process on when these things are happening, I don't know.
It's going to be next week at this point. If you're listening to this show, it'll be next Thursday. Tom will be at the Dark Flower, not this Thursday.
Not this coming Thursday. Okay. So not this coming Thursday on the show, but the following Thursday. All right, gotcha.
We'll give a little reminder on next week's show, too.
Yep. So, yeah, congratulations to Gold, and we will see him again in the future when he gets back from his trip. But yeah, DJ Dave will be here next week. I believe we do have DJ Mouse coming up soon, too. So Mouse has not been on for a while, but Mouse is coming back.
Mouse has been busy. If you follow Mouse, go to the Castle Patio, or just say you can follow her on Facebook, Instagram, and she will post everywhere that she is DJing, and she's been DJing a lot lately.
Yes.
So.
And thank you to everybody locally who came out to concerts for the first handful of months of the year. Much appreciated. I do appreciate all the support you've given to live music around here in the Tampa area. It means a lot. We had some good shows and some good ones come up in the fall, so keep an eye out for those. For sure. Don't miss out. And don't miss out on Absolution. Just announced an update on that this past week. Had to adjust some bands. But
yeah, the month of October, you have Absolution and some other really cool bands.
Yes,
on Hanover and all sorts of things in October. So make sure you follow the Community After Dark so you can see the schedule and the announcements for live shows and anything happening Community After Dark. So,
all right, well, that's it. Thank you again. Cheers.
All right, bye everybody. Have an amazing week.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Will someone turn off that music?
That's enough. I'm putting an end to this freak show right now.